It's 2:47 a.m., and there you are again, stumbling through the darkness toward the bathroom. Your feet are cold on the floor, you're half asleep, and you're thinking the same thing you thought 2 hours ago when this happened. Why can't I just sleep through the night like I used to? This isn't the first time tonight, and you know it won't be the last. By morning, you'll be exhausted before your day even begins. Your partner rolls over, still fast asleep, and you feel that familiar wave of frustration and loneliness wash over you. Maybe you've started telling yourself this is just what happens when you get older. That interrupted sleep and dragging through your days is the price you pay for aging. But what if I told you that's not true? What if I told you there's a reason this is happening, and more importantly, there's something you can do about it starting tonight? I'm Healthwise, and I've spent the last 18 years helping people just like you reclaim their nights and their energy. I've seen thousands of patients walk into my office feeling defeated and hopeless about their sleep, and I've watched them transform their lives with one simple change. Today, I'm not going to give you another generic tip about drinking less water. I'm going to share the exact method my patients use, a precise timing strategy that works with your body's natural rhythm instead of against it. It's so straightforward, you'll be amazed no one ever explained it to you before. But before I give you this solution, you need to understand what you're really dealing with. This problem has a name. It's called nocturia, and it affects nearly 80% of people over 65. But here's what most people don't realize. Just because it's common doesn't mean it's harmless. Every night you're up multiple times, you're not just losing sleep, you're putting yourself at serious risk. Let me paint you a picture of what's really happening. First, there's the danger you face every single night. Walking to the bathroom in the dark when you're half asleep is like navigating a minefield. That throw rug, the corner of the coffee table, the pet sleeping in the hallway. One wrong step and you could end up with a broken hip or worse. I've seen too many patients whose lives changed forever because of a fall during a nighttime bathroom trip. But the physical danger is just the beginning. Your brain needs deep, uninterrupted sleep to function properly. When you're waking up 3 or 4 times a night, your brain never gets the chance to do its essential maintenance work. That's why you feel foggy during the day, why you can't remember things like you used to, why you feel like you're not as sharp as you once were. It's not age making you forgetful. It's the lack of quality sleep night after night. And then there's what happens to your heart. Every time you wake up suddenly, your body thinks there's an emergency. Your heart rate spikes, your blood pressure shoots up, stress hormones flood your system. When this happens multiple times every single night, you're putting incredible strain on your cardiovascular system. The research shows that severe nocturia is linked to higher rates of heart problems and high blood pressure. Perhaps worst of all is what this does to your spirit. Chronic exhaustion steals your joy. It makes everything harder, from spending time with your grandchildren to enjoying hobbies you once loved. You become irritable, anxious, and sometimes depressed. You stop being the person you want to be, and you start accepting a smaller, more limited version of your life. So why does this happen as we age? There are 3 main culprits. First, your body produces less of a hormone called ADH at night. This hormone is like a nighttime security guard for your kidneys. It tells them to slow down urine production while you sleep. With less ADH, your kidneys keep working at full capacity all night long. Second, many people develop what we call fluid redistribution. During the day, fluid accumulates in your legs and ankles. When you lie down at night, gravity stops holding it there, and all that fluid returns to your bloodstream, gets processed by your kidneys, and ends up in your bladder a few hours later. Third, your bladder capacity may decrease slightly. But here's something important. Most people think they have a small bladder problem, but that's usually not the case. The real issue is that your kidneys are producing too much urine at night, not that your bladder can't hold enough. Now, before I give you the solution that actually works, we need to stop the mistakes that make everything worse. Most people, with the best intentions, do things that actually increase their nighttime bathroom trips. Let me tell you about the 3 biggest myths that are sabotaging your sleep. Myth number 1 is that you should drink as little water as possible during the day to avoid nighttime trips. This seems logical, but it's completely backwards. When you don't drink enough during the day, your urine becomes super concentrated, almost like battery acid. This concentrated urine irritates your bladder walls, making them hypersensitive. Your bladder starts sending urgent signals even when it's not really full. Plus, when you finally do drink something later in the day because you're thirsty, your dehydrated body tries to process it all at once, often right when you're trying to sleep. Myth number 2 is that you just have a small bladder and there's nothing you can do about it. In most cases, the problem isn't the size of your bladder, it's the timing of when your kidneys produce urine. You could have the largest bladder in the world, but if your kidneys are working overtime at night, you're still going to wake up. Myth number 3 is that a glass of wine or beer before bed helps you relax and sleep better. This is one of the most harmful myths. While alcohol might make you drowsy initially, it's actually sabotaging your sleep in 2 ways. First, it's a powerful diuretic, meaning it makes you produce more urine. Second, and this is crucial, alcohol blocks the production of that important ADH hormone I mentioned earlier. So you're not only taking in more liquid, you're also turning off your body's natural mechanism for reducing nighttime urine production. Now that you know what doesn't work, let me give you what does. I call it the smart timing method, and it's based on working with your body's natural rhythms instead of fighting against them. This method has 5 simple steps that spell out SMART. Schedule, moderate, abstain, reduce, and time. Step S is schedule your hydration front-loaded. The golden rule is to drink 70% of your daily fluids before 3 p.m. Start your day with a large glass of water as soon as you wake up. Keep a water bottle with you during the morning and take regular sips. Don't wait until you feel thirsty, because thirst means you're already getting dehydrated. Have another glass with lunch. By doing this, you're giving your kidneys all day to process these fluids while you're active and upright. Step M is moderate your afternoon intake. From 3 p.m. until dinner, you can still drink, but reduce the amount to about half of what you normally would. If you're thirsty, take small sips rather than large glasses. This gradual reduction signals to your body that it's time to start slowing down urine production. Step A is abstain completely in the final stretch. This is the most important rule. Create a 2-hour window before bedtime where you drink absolutely nothing. If you go to bed at 10 p.m., your last sip of any liquid should be at 8 p.m. No exceptions. This gives your kidneys time to finish processing any remaining fluids and allows your bladder to empty before you sleep. If your mouth feels dry, you can rinse with water, but don't swallow it. Step R is reduce bladder irritants at dinner. What you eat for your last meal matters just as much as what you drink. Avoid spicy foods, citrus, chocolate, caffeine, and high-sugar foods, as these can all irritate your bladder or increase urine production. Also, avoid foods with high water content like soups, watermelon, or cucumbers in the evening. Stick to lean proteins and cooked vegetables for dinner. Step T is time your bathroom routine perfectly. Right before bed, use what I call the double empty technique. Go to the bathroom and sit down, yes, even if you're a man. Sitting allows your pelvic muscles to relax completely. When you think you're finished, Don't get up right away. Wait 30 seconds, lean forward slightly and try again. You'll be surprised how often a little more comes out, and that little bit could be the difference between sleeping through the night and waking up at 2 a.m. Now, let me give you 3 bonus strategies that make this method even more powerful. First is the leg elevation technique. 1 to 2 hours before bed, while you're reading or watching TV, prop your legs up above heart level using pillows. This encourages any fluid that's accumulated in your legs during the day to return to your circulation before you lie down flat. Your kidneys will process it, and you can eliminate it with your double empty routine. Second is the morning electrolyte boost. In your first glass of water each morning, add just a tiny pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon. This helps your body absorb and use the water more efficiently, which can reduce afternoon thirst and make your hydration more effective overall. Third is sodium control throughout the day. While a pinch of salt in the morning helps, too much salt in your regular diet is disastrous for nighttime bathroom trips. High sodium makes your body retain water and makes you thirsty. Plus, your kidneys have to work harder to eliminate excess salt, which requires more water and creates more urine. Focus on fresh, home-cooked meals where you control the salt content. I want to tell you about Margaret, one of my patients who was 69 when she first came to see me. She was getting up 4 times every night and hadn't slept more than 2 hours straight in over a year. She was exhausted, depressed, and had already fallen twice on her way to the bathroom. Her daughter was worried sick about her. After just 3 weeks using this smart timing method, Margaret called me with tears in her voice. She had slept for 6 straight hours. 6 hours. She said she felt like a different person, like she had her life back. That transformation is available to you starting tonight. You don't need expensive treatments or complicated medical procedures. You just need to work with your body instead of against it. The knowledge is in your hands now. The power to change your nights and reclaim your energy is entirely up to you. Here's what I want you to do right now. First, if this information helped you, hit that like button so this video can reach other people who are lying awake at 3 a.m. wondering if they'll ever sleep through the night again. Second, subscribe to this channel because I share more life-changing health strategies that doctors wish all their patients knew about. And third, this is really important to me. Go to the comments right now and tell me how many times you get up each night. Don't be embarrassed. There's no shame in this struggle. By sharing your number, you're helping create a community of people who understand exactly what you're going through, and you're taking the first brave step toward changing your situation. Some of you will see improvement in just a few days. Others might take a couple of weeks as your body adjusts to the new rhythm. But I promise you this. If you follow the smart timing method consistently, you will see a difference. You deserve to sleep through the night. You deserve to wake up refreshed and energized. You deserve to feel like yourself again. Tonight, you can start that journey. Sweet dreams are waiting for you.